Are you tired of living on ramen noodles and dreaming of riches? Remember those college days? The days when our diet consisted mostly of instant ramen noodles and our dreams were as big as the sky? Yeah, those ramen-fueled, sleep-deprived, dreaming of a better life days. We would sit in our cramped dorm rooms, staring at pictures of tropical beaches, imagining ourselves basking in the sun, far away from the stress of exams and the constant worry about money. I lived on a diet of instant noodles, and the hope that one day I wouldn't have to check my bank account before ordering a pizza. Financial independence? It felt as distant as a trip to the moon. The idea of having enough money to not worry about every little expense seemed like a fantasy. Back then, my biggest financial worry was figuring out how to split a $12 pizza bill 5 ways. Fast forward a few years, and I had an epiphany. It wasn't about winning the lottery or marrying rich. Those were just fantasies. It was about taking control of my finances. I realized that I had the power to change my financial situation. Financial independence wasn't just about being rich. It was about freedom. Freedom from the constant stress and worry about money. Freedom to choose how I spent my time, what I wanted to do, and who I wanted to be. That's when I decided to get my financial act together. I started by creating a budget, tracking my expenses, and setting financial goals. I devoured books on personal finance, learning everything I could about saving, investing, and managing money. I set up automatic savings transfers, ensuring that a portion of my income went directly into a savings account each month. I also started investing, putting my money to work so it could grow over time. Over time, I began to see the results of my efforts. I reached financial milestones that once seemed impossible. And yes, I finally made it to that tropical beach. But this time, it wasn't just a daydream. It was a reality that I had worked hard to achieve. Now, I share my journey with others, hoping to inspire them to take control of their finances too. Because in the end, it's not just about the money. It's about the freedom and opportunities that come with financial independence. So whether you're still in those ramen-fueled college days or just starting your journey to financial independence, remember that it's possible. And who knows, maybe one day you'll look back on those ramen noodle days with a smile, knowing that they were just the beginning of your journey to a richer, more fulfilling life. I'll admit it, the thought of budgeting and investing used to make me want to curl up in a ball and hide. It was like staring into a void of numbers and financial jargon that seemed impossible to understand. The mere mention of terms like 401k or Roth IRA would send shivers down my spine. It seemed about as much fun as a root canal. Seriously, who enjoys talking about interest rates and credit scores? It felt like a necessary evil, something I had to endure rather than embrace. But I knew I couldn't live on ramen and dreams forever. There comes a point when you realize that your future self deserves more than just instant noodles and wishful thinking. I wanted to build a life that was sustainable and secure. So, I did what any self-respecting millennial would do. I turned to the internet. The World Wide Web is a treasure trove of information, and I was determined to mine it for all it was worth. I started with the basics, Googling terms like how to budget and investing for beginners, blogs, podcasts, books. I devoured everything I could find on personal finance. It was like learning a new language, but one that promised to unlock the secrets of financial freedom. And slowly, but surely, the fog started to clear. Concepts that once seemed alien began to make sense. I learned how to track my spending, set financial goals, and create a budget that worked for me. I learned about the magic of compound interest. The idea that my money could grow exponentially over time was mind-blowing. It was like discovering a hidden superpower. I realized that having an emergency fund was crucial, and that saving for the future was not just a good idea, but a necessity. Investing was like planting a tree and watching it grow, with the potential to bear fruit for years to come. It was exciting to think about the possibilities. I set up automatic transfers to my savings account, ensuring that a portion of my income was saved before I even had a chance to spend it. This simple step made a huge difference in my ability to save consistently. I also started reading more in-depth books on investing. Titles like The Intelligent Investor and Rich Dad Poor Dad became my new bedtime stories. Eventually, I decided to meet with a financial advisor. Having a professional guide me through the complexities of investing and retirement planning was incredibly helpful. Celebrating small financial milestones became a regular part of my journey, whether it was paying off a credit card, reaching a savings goal, or making my first investment. Each achievement was a step closer to financial independence. Over time, I began to feel more confident and empowered. The fear and confusion that once held me back were replaced with a sense of control and optimism. I even started sharing what I had learned with friends and family. It was gratifying to see others benefit from the knowledge and experience I had gained. Now, I look at my vision board with excitement rather than anxiety. The goals I once thought were out of reach now seem attainable. And while I still enjoy a good bowl of ramen now and then, I know that my financial future is secure. I've found a balance between living in the moment and planning for the future, and it feels amazing. So if you're feeling overwhelmed by the idea of adulting, remember that it's a journey. Take it one step at a time, seek out resources, and don't be afraid to ask for help. You might just find that it's not as scary as it seems. You've got this. Happy adulting! Now, before you think this is all about becoming a Scrooge McDuck swimming in a vault of gold coins, let me stop you right there. Financial independence isn't about hoarding money like a dragon guarding its treasure. It's about having options. Financial independence isn't about hoarding money like a dragon guarding its treasure. It's about having options. It's about creating a life where you have the freedom to make choices that align with your values and passions. Imagine waking up every day knowing that you have the power to decide how you want to spend your time, without the constant pressure of financial constraints. Think of it like this. Remember that time you really wanted to quit your soul-crushing job but couldn't because, well, bills? We've all been there, stuck in a job that drains our energy and enthusiasm, but feeling trapped because of financial obligations. It's a frustrating and disheartening situation, and it can make you feel like you're living in a never-ending cycle of work and bills. Yeah, financial independence is like flipping the bird to that situation. It's about breaking free from the chains of financial stress and gaining the ability to make decisions that bring you joy and fulfillment. Imagine being able to walk away from a toxic work environment without a second thought, knowing that you have the financial stability to support yourself. It's about having the freedom to walk away from something you hate without worrying about your next meal. It's about having the confidence to pursue new opportunities, whether that's starting your own business, going back to school, or taking a sabbatical to travel the world. Financial independence gives you the power to take control of your life and make choices that align with your true desires. It's about being able to pursue your passions, travel the world, or simply take a break from the daily grind without the constant worry of money hanging over your head. Imagine having the time and resources to explore new hobbies, spend quality time with loved ones, or embark on adventures that you've always dreamed of. Financial independence allows you to live a life that's rich in experiences and memories, rather than just accumulating wealth for the sake of it. It's about having the financial security to live life on your own terms. It's about creating a safety net that gives you peace of mind, knowing that you can handle whatever life throws your way. Whether it's an unexpected medical expense, a sudden job loss, or an opportunity to invest in something you're passionate about, financial independence provides the stability and flexibility to navigate life's ups and downs with confidence. Financial independence isn't just about the money, it's about the freedom, security, and opportunities that money can provide. It's about living a life that's true to yourself and your values, without being held back by financial limitations. So, while it might be a little bit about the Benjamins, it's really about so much more. It's about creating a life that's fulfilling, meaningful, and uniquely yours. Now I know what you're thinking. Rumit, does this mean I have to give up my daily latte and live like a hermit? Relax, my friend. Frugality doesn't mean becoming a penny-pinching miser. It's about being smart with your money and finding joy in the simple things. Sure, I cut back on some unnecessary expenses. Goodbye, daily $5 coffee habit. But I also learned to prioritize what truly mattered to me. I'd rather cook a delicious meal at home with friends than blow my budget on an overpriced restaurant experience. It's about finding creative ways to save money without sacrificing your happiness. Remember, it's all about balance. Investing. The very word used to make my eyes glaze over. It seemed like something only Wall Street hotshots and fancy suits did. But guess what? Investing is for everyone, not just the finance gurus. Think of it like this. You wouldn't just leave your money sitting in a checking account doing nothing, would you? Investing is like putting your money to work for you, so it can grow and compound over time. It's like having your own little money-making machine. Now, I'm not going to lie, investing can seem intimidating at first, but there are tons of resources available to help you get started, from robo-advisors to target date funds. Remember, the key is to start small, learn as you go, and watch your money grow.